divine in me.
Yes, indeed, I am. And I am spiritually speaking to all of you right here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 1100 AM in Atlanta. And we are connecting to all of you here. And we are one, all of us, joined across the nation, thanks to iHeart and TuneIn app. And, of course, Facebook. Hello, everyone on Facebook. Hello, everyone on Periscope. We are connecting. And tonight, we're going to make some lemonade. I should have brought some lemonade in, because we are making some lemonade out of some lemons. Has life given you some lemons? Do we need to squeeze those things out? Do we need to stir it up and add some sugar and make it sweet? You know, Mary Poppins used to say a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Well, we are going to sweeten up. We are going to sweeten up life tonight with all of you here live on WWNN and on 1100 AM in Atlanta, on WWWE, and we are going to change our perspective. We need to change our attitude. Sometimes life does give us lemons, and sometimes, well, we make a bad choice. No getting around it. But is it really a bad choice? No. It's just a choice that opens up a door of an opportunity for us to grow. And as we grow, and as we expand as people, we are going to jump through a few hoops. We've got challenges. Have you been challenged? Are things getting on your nerves? Have you had some growing pains? Did life leave a sour taste in your mouth? Maybe there's that relationship that, like, really didn't taste so good after the end, right? What if that job or that hassle, maybe with a boss? Maybe, just maybe, that family dinner was not what you expected it to be, and we couldn't see eye to eye in the family members, and everything got a little out of sorts. Or maybe, just maybe, you feel as if you've hit a few bumpy spots on the road, and you're feeling as if life is really giving you more lemons than lemonade. Well, listen up. Get out your juicers. We're going to make some lemonade. And we're going to take a look at how life can change, even though we perceive something as a problem or an obstacle. You know, earlier in my career, I was a professional entertainer, so I did stand-up comedy, and yeah, I told jokes on 3rd Avenue. And they laughed, too. I was really excited at that part. And I used to sing and entertain wherever I went. I would always break out into song, and sometimes people would be like, oh, my God. But you know how many people said no to me when I was making my journey to where I wanted to be? Do you know how many people told me how they thought I should do something? And inside my knowing, inside my little being, I was like, oh, heck no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be phony or behave that way. Or one time they wanted to dye my hair blonde. I'm like, seriously? That is not going to work. So everyone had an idea of what it was going to take to put me out in the spotlight and make me into what they thought I should be. But inside of me, inside of all of you, there's this light, there's this energy, there's this essence of who you are that knows exactly what you're supposed to do. So some pretty top producers had some really good ideas, but I really didn't want to do it that way. So I actually said, no, I'm not going to do it. I think they all thought I was crazy. And then for a while, you know, you went on auditions, and of course everybody knows everybody, and so suddenly things weren't moving in the progress way I wanted them to do. So I was getting frustrated by life. And I said, I don't like this show business stuff. And I kind of took a step back. And then I met a man on 42nd Street. No, I wasn't working the corner. But I was on 42nd Street, and this man starts talking to me, and he told me, "You look like Connie Francis." At the time, I didn't know who Connie Francis was. Apparently, she was a singer. And I was like, "Okay." And he says, "I want you to come with me to my office." And I'm thinking, well, this is a pickup line if I ever heard one. He said, "No, come on. I want to talk to you. I'm Joe Franklin." And I said, "Joe Franklin?" I said, "Aren't you on television?" And he's like, "Yeah, come up to my office." And so, again, that voice inside of me said, "Go ahead, go." So I went upstairs, and I followed him, and he had this giant pile of stuff all around him. And he sat in the middle of the room, and he had memorabilia from everybody. And he said, anybody who's anybody has sat here with me. He said, "So you tell me, little girl, what are you doing in New York?" I was thinking, well, I'm in New York. He goes, "What's your business?" And I said, "Well, I'm a singer." He said, "Really?" He said, "Sing me something." So I broke out in song in the middle of his office. I really felt a little crazy, but I figured, what have I got to lose? And I was also thinking, well, at least he didn't tell me I had to take off my clothes. So in New York, to be in Broadway and 42nd Street, or to be connecting with producers, that's a good thing. So I started to sing, and he said, "Wow." He said, "I have some people I want you to meet." And I said, "Well, I had some opportunities, and I'm not comfortable." And he says, No. These people are going to treat you right. He says, "Barbra Streisand has been with me." And he started to name big names of people. And he said, "I want you to meet some people." He said, "The choice is always yours, but I want you to meet some people." And so he sent me out on auditions, and he sent me for pictures and all sorts of connections with people. And it really made a difference. It made a difference because he was willing to work with me as I was. And he wasn't asking me to change anything. And he was always, up and up. In a time where we've talked about show business and, well, the Me Too movement, he was always very kind. And he made sure that I was on his television show, and he did interviews with me, and he made sure that he introduced me to all the right people. But then there still was something in the business that just didn't sit well with me. And so after a great run of it, I said, I don't want to do that anymore. I just didn't feel comfortable. I thought, what, I'm going to sing, but I'm going to sing when it's my time, my way. And I took a step back, and it's really difficult for people to understand. You mean you were right there, and you had all these people who were talking to you, and you actually took a step back? I said, yeah. Because I felt like I was going to be selling my soul. That's how I felt. And it was so important to me to be authentically who I was that I couldn't get jaded by the glitter. It just didn't really resonate. And all right, a couple of sparkly dresses or something, that's always nice. And I love a good sparkle shoe or dress. But I really couldn't embrace that. And there was a lot of disappointments in all of that. And there was a lot of times where I really felt as if I didn't get a fair shot. Like the time I was first runner-up in Miss Connecticut for the state pageant for Miss America. Or the time I was in top 10 in New York State, and my goodness, I was like, wait a minute, the girl sang Shine on Harvest Moon. Like, what's up with that? And I felt that sour feeling come over me. And then I had to sit there and say, you know what? It's not the right time. Or maybe it's not meant for me to be Miss America. So I had to take that little girl dream and I had to put it in the back burner. I said, you know what? It doesn't matter. And life is full of people's opinions. And life happens. Sometimes life just happens to us. Sometimes we make choices, but other times life seems to happen around us. Or we put our faith and our integrity and our love in another human being, and there's a disappointment. And they don't honor their part of the agreement, whether it's in business or it's in a relationship, whatever that may be. So as we navigate these things, sometimes life has a sour taste to it. But when you look at it, there's a shining essence. Something can come over you if you look at it a little differently and you allow life to unfold from this moment where you feel like you're down and out. I've been down so many times, I think I lived out sometimes. But life brings you back around. And I know some of you listening tonight, whether you're in your car or your home or you're listening on your mobile device, I know you can relate to this. That sometimes you're just down and out. Maybe you only have a few dollars left. And you don't really know where you're going to go or what's going to happen. Life has a way of taking that opportunity, if you're open, and turning it into the best glass of lemonade, the sweetest experience that you've ever had. So many things can happen. So many wonderful blessings can come from a very uncomfortable moment, if you allow it. And then there was the time when I moved here to South Florida, back in 2004. I was so excited. And I was having the greatest time of my life, selling and working with big corporations and really, really well experiencing that financial experience that I always wanted and the opportunity to have anything that I wanted. And I was right there, almost a VP. And life really gave me a really rough lemon. And I know so many of you in South Florida who have had the privilege to come to the center and share your stories with me. We have bonded. And I know some of you have been through some horrific things in your journey. And in the journey, you have had illness, you've had disappointments, and we've navigated it together. But what led me to the point that took me to all of you was probably one of the most debilitating moments in my life, where someone who was always on the go and ready to move and do anything I wanted to do, I was planning something in my head, and I got up and I took 2 steps forward, and I fell. And at that moment, everything that I was caught up in, everything that I thought I was going to be, changed. And there I was faced with some life challenges and choices. Choices of, do I get a surgery? Do I not get a surgery? What are my options? And what? I'm never going to wear high heels again? Oh, you got to be kidding me. That's not in my reality. And I had to sit there and I had to really dig down deep. I had to be stronger than the pain. My mind had to overcome the negative thought of what am I going to do? I have a 10-year-old son, and if I run out of money, what happens? I had to really, really sit and really embrace what I wanted to do with my life and really surrender. See, the power of making a great lemonade is to surrender, to take the lemon juice and just stir it up and mix in your heart, your soul, the sweetness, the essence of you, and stir it up, or shake if you want, and then savor the flavor of where it takes you. So there in my bed, with nowhere to go, not knowing anyone in Florida, this that we experience together on the radio began with a girl who really couldn't walk, saying, you know what? I'm going to open up a center. And I'm going to follow in my spiritual teacher's footsteps, even though, gosh darn, I'm not quite sure I really understand everything he did. But I'm going to just put on my big girl shoes, and I'm going to go out, and I'm going to find my inner strength. I'm going to find my inner healing. I'm going to find my inner self-love. And I'm going to rise above this sour moment, this disappointment, this view of Florida that really wasn't what I was anticipating when I moved here. And I'm going to pay it forward. I'm going to pay it forward because a man on a street corner who ended up being Joe Franklin started to talk to me. And he gave me opportunities. And what I really learned from Joe Franklin is to believe in myself. I'm going to pay it forward because my teacher was a man who walked into a computer store and I didn't know who he was. I actually thought he was a little crazy. But something said, listen. And he opened me to a world of things I knew nothing of. I just had to listen. And then I move here. And I meet wonderful people, and I was having a good time for the first 2 months. And then there I was. And I had to dig deep. So everyone who's listening, you've got to dig deep. You've got to go inside, and you just don't know what you're going to do or how you're going to find your way out of where you are. Remember, there's always an angel there to help you, and they will speak through people. They will introduce you to all the right moments and opportunities, and they will nurture you when you feel afraid, because we're never really alone. And if we remember, I mean really remember, inside our heart, there's such a light that connects us all to each other. And so when I made that choice to open up the center, it didn't come together overnight, but things just started to move. And once it all came together, I was like, wow, I get to be that kind stranger to someone who was a kind stranger to me. In the moment when I thought life was so sour, or the moment when I didn't know how I was going to pay for something, wherever I was at that moment in my life, whatever the challenge was, and we've all had challenges from as little as we can remember to wherever we are now, whatever that challenge it was, really, when we look back, it really wasn't as insurmountable as we perceived it to be. And somehow we passed through the fear. Somehow what we feared wasn't as bad. We came out the other side, and we ended up where we are. And if where you are coming through that sour moment isn't tasting like lemonade, then I challenge you to go down deep within, dig a little deeper, and say, where am I in all of this? Not the I, the personality, although that's a wonderful thing to have. Where's the I of my heart and my soul? Where's the aspect of me that's going to rise above this and allow me to be the champion that I've come to be? To allow me to be the way shower, the teacher, the nurturer. To allow me to be that kind person to a stranger. To allow me to shine my light. And to allow me to love other people. And to be strong enough that in the face of fear or obstacles, that I, yes me, I can rise above it all. And no one can stop me. Because I'm always connected. And I'm always one with the light. And there's not a lemon out there that I can't turn into lemonade. In preparing for this show, Spirit prepared me by giving me actually 4 songs, one right after another, Monday. And now I have a song to share with all of you about the light that's inside of you, the light that's inside of me. So take a listen, everyone, because yes, indeed, there is a light.
Love me
Yes, indeed. There's a light here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 1100 in Atlanta. And we are spiritually speaking to all of you with me, Sarah Spiritual. And we're going to be answering your calls here live at 1-888-565-1470. Has life handed you a lemon? Are you feeling a little sour? We need to sweeten this up, everyone, because it's time. It's time for you to step into your light, your greatness, and everything that you are. And we're answering questions on Facebook, and I would love to answer your question on Facebook. So leave your question in the feed, and we're going to go right to Facebook and answer your questions. And we're going to go right to the phone lines. And I don't know, I feel like we've got to go to Amanda in Miami. I'm just feeling this pull to Miami. So, Amanda, how are you tonight in Miami?
Hi, Sarah.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Amanda, have you called the show before?
I have. I have.
Good to have you connected to us. So, how can I assist you tonight? What lemon are we going to make some lemonade out of?
Well, I'm calling because of my relationship status. And I wanted to see what you picked up on that.
Okay. So the first thing that I have here is the word love. So Spirit tells me you want to have this really joined, committed love relationship. Is that correct?
Yes.
And give me the birthday of the person connected with you, please, honey.
November 28th.
Okay. Now, here I have this individual that is not as strong in this connection all the time. Does that make sense to you? I feel like there's not a fit all the time, and it makes you wonder, are we in or are we out? Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
All right. This person is a free bird. I'm as free as a bird now. And you're really, really grounded, and it's really important that you feel that connection and that you like to hear things from the person. And I don't feel they're always as communicative as you'd like them to be. This makes sense, yes?
Yes, it does.
The relationship right now is on a little bit of a disconnect. I feel as if this individual needs some space to themselves to really take it to, I want to say take it to the next level, because you want more from this relationship. Is that correct?
Yes, and I felt like he has wanted that too, but lately it's been a little stagnant, if you will.
Yes, yeah, we're in a little disconnect right now, but he has a lot on his plate. When I look at his plate, I'm like, Jiminy Crickets, we've got like four entrees on one plate. He's got a lot going on. So take a breath. Allow him to be who he is. Step back and give it a little time. And when I take you into the month of June, and I take you to the number of 15. Once I take you to the number of the 15 of the month of June, I feel like you have a stronger connection and you know more of where he wants to take a relationship. I feel as if he's had a dance in relationships before and they did not last a long period of time. So whatever the story is, he's kind of playing some of that on in his mind. But in time for your birthday, you're going to know where he stands with the relationship. Now, I know you want me to go, oh, I give him a check mark and you're going to ride off into the sunset. But the distance that I see makes me feel as if what he's working on, what he's looking to build for himself is going to take about 8 months. So I feel like if you push too hard, he can't do everything. So just relax and have fun and live in the moment. But he's got a wonderful vibe and a very good heart for you. So when I say good heart, I mean he has great feelings for you. So this has potential for you. All right, my dear? Just easy. Okay?
Okay. Do you see any communication in the near future with him?
April 28th? There's a conversation for you. He's working on a project right now, right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Let him do what he's got to do. April 28th, I feel stronger communication between the two. It doesn't mean you may not talk to him before that, but like April 28th, I feel things come together for you. All right, my dear? Thank you so much, Amanda. Keep me posted. Send me a message on Facebook. Go to my Sarah Spiritual page, like the page, and please keep me in the loop because he better call you. We better get that boy on track. All right, my dear. Thank you so much. God bless you. Okay. You're welcome. Bye. Bye. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we are going to Facebook. We're going to go to the phone lines at 1-888-565-1470. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back. I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
What do you get when you cross a traditional pharmacy with alternative therapies? You get Break-Free Pharmacy, bridging the gap to guide patients to a new level of wellness. At Break-Free, you'll find cryotherapy with an introductory cryotherapy special online. There's also an oxygen bar utilizing essential oils and biohacking classes using the latest science. Visit their website at breakfreepharmacy.com off Okeechobee in the Emporium Plaza in West Palm Beach. Call 561-268-2552. Break Free and be well.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor in media. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Yes, indeed. Do you know me? I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are spiritually speaking to all of you here live on WWNN and 1100 AM in Atlanta. And we are going right back to the phone lines. And I've got to go to Gabby. Gabby is in Boca. Gabby, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sarah.
How's everything, my dear?
Everything's well. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Gabby. And how can Spirit and I assist you? Are we going to make some lemonade here? What are we up to?
Let's hope so. I'm looking to see what Spirit has to say for me.
Okay. So the first thing that they tell me is that you have been in this place of, I'm going to say, stagnation and uncomfortability. And I take you back to the 2017 year, and I feel as if you've been trying to move forward, and we've been stuck since about October of 2017. I hope that makes some sense to you. And when I take you into this energy, the first thing they tell me is that you want to make some movement in relationships with people because things are stuck. Does that make sense? Because I'm hearing disagreements between people. Does this make any sense to you, my dear?
Makes perfect sense.
Okay, so I've got this like uncomfortable feeling alongside of you, and I'm feeling like everybody's talking at me, but they're not hearing a word I'm saying. Like, what is going on? And I feel like you need validation, you need affirmation, and you're feeling like you're all by yourself. I mean, I want to start singing Eric Carmen's All By Myself. I'm feeling like you're feeling alone and disconnected and not supported, and I feel like even in areas of work and business where really everything's an uphill climb, and it's really, really been getting to you since about the end of 2017. Yes, this makes sense, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm a nail on the head.
Perfect. So what can I give you as far as the guidance to help you navigate this? Because you have several things going on at once. So I feel like I'm in the circus, and I don't know how to juggle. But anyway, I'm juggling, and it's just not all landing right.
Yep. Well, I also have some loss that I'm, hoping that I can connect with somebody who I lost in the end of last year in 2017, and it's very important to me.
Yeah, and that was towards. Sometimes when they cross over that close to this timeline, it's not an easily accessible, but that loss was towards the end, so that is the last few weeks of December. Is that where that takes us, please?
Yes.
Okay. So, because, let me see what I got.
I honestly can't seem to accept.
I've got this energy of they didn't get to do or say everything they wanted to say before it was their time. We didn't get to speak. We didn't get this connection, and it's like you need that closure and that goodbye. And other people associated with this individual, yes, needed that closure. That's what I get from Spirit. Yes, I'll see if I can bring the person through for you. Okay. So, why do I feel as if this person is someone that used to be able to sit and talk and share, and it was kind of the worldly person with a friendly way? In other words, they didn't know a lot about everything, but you could talk to them about anything and everything. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Very, very welcoming. And I want to put, this is interesting, I'm giving you a plate of cookies. I don't know why I want to sit with cookies. I don't know if they're what they liked about cookies, but I want to give you a plate of cookies and I want to talk to you about that. But I have, okay. And when I'm in this connection with you, I feel as if they were like your best friend. Does this make sense to you? They were like your best friend. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So my brother passed away 6 days before Christmas.
Okay. And
so that's who I'm hoping. And
yes.
I need to know that, he came to me in a dream recently, and we reached out to each other, but we didn't connect. But he told me to stop crying, and he told me he was okay, and to let go. And I've had a very hard time letting go.
A very hard time, absolutely. And did you guys used to make cookies together or eat cookies? Because he's showing me this memory with cookies. I don't know what, and I'm sure he wasn't a baker, but I just...
Well,
yes.
He was so much older than I was. We were 15 years apart, and so I didn't spend a lot of time with him as a child. It wasn't until older in life that we actually became friends until I was an adult.
Okay.
So for me, my brother was always like sweets. He always liked ice cream. Those were things. He was very much a sweets person. So a plate of cookies would make perfect sense.
Okay, so I just have that energy, but I'm in my throat here, down into my chest. I feel this heavy pressure, and he was not close to you in the time of his passing, right? And I'm talking proximity. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And that's why he had to come with you to say goodbye, all right? He had to come, and he couldn't touch you because he's on the other side, so you couldn't reach him, but he was sending you his energy. His energy, he's settling in there, so it's a little spotty for me to make a full connection with him. But he's, it's interesting. He's throwing his hands up like he's throwing something at me. It's like, when someone says, here, you take the car, and they throw the keys, but it's like he's just throwing something at me. It's like there's, I don't know, like something he used to throw something with. Is there a ball?
No, it's an issue with our mother, and I knew that if something happened to Jim that I would have to take over. So he's, he knows I had to take over.
Okay.
The ball went into my court.
Okay.
The ball's in my court now.
All right. He's throwing it to you. It's like he's passing it to you, or he's throwing it. It's like, here, take it. So but he's fully supported with you. And again, very spotty for me to connect with him because of the recent passing, but he is definitely with you, my dear. All right.
That is all I needed to hear. Thank you so much for verifying that with me and making me feel as though he's with me, because it has been a struggle for my family for the last 3 months.
I understand, and I want you to know that he's in that light. And if you listen to my song when we play it back on Facebook, there is a light inside of us, and that's the light that joins everyone. And if you listen to that song, I know our loved ones come near to us, and they're very close to us. And how did you hear about the show, my dear?
A very good friend of mine who is listening came to my office today, and today was actually my brother and his wife's wedding anniversary.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You knew that?
Yeah. Very connected.
Today was the day. And she said to me, you need to call in and speak to Sarah because she's going to be able to help you.
Well, I'm glad I was of service
that's what
to you.
I did.
Yes. Thank you. Welcome. And perhaps one day you can come to the center. We'll do a connecting to the other side, and we'll form a stronger bridge for him. All right.
I absolutely will do that.
All right. Thank you, my dear. God bless you. And I'm so sorry
Sarah.
For the loss, but no, he's in light.
Thank you. Thank you for verifying. I really appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. We're going to go to Facebook. We've got Facebook questions, and then we're going to go back to the phone lines. We've got New York. We've got New Jersey. We've got people all across the nation just jumping in. Let's say Lily Gonzalez. If I can't get through, girl, you just got through. On Facebook, anyhow. But Lily, she has a question about her financial future. She's motivated to make money, and I have something inside that says it's coming, but what do I do? You're motivated, Lily, to make money, and you're motivated because there's this something coming that it's going to be your baby. It's something for you to birth. There's an opportunity coming for you to collaborate, is the word Spirit gives me, collaborate with someone else and kind of form like a little well, a little money machine kind of, and to create that flow of abundance in your life. And you know what? I'm reminded of something's coming. I don't know when it is, but it's gonna be great. And it's coming to you soon, my dear. I'm going to take you into the time of your birthday. And I'm going to say by 7/7, the 7th day of 7, which I know your birthday is at the end of July, but on the 7th day of the 7th month, I feel like you're in a whole different place. I don't know why Spirit's giving me such specific numbers for everyone, but we are going to ride that wave, honey. And there's money coming to you, and I want you to enjoy the planning and the feeling. When we're in the feeling, Lily, of the abundance, by feeling the feeling of abundance, everything comes to us. Don't worry about how. Just feel the feeling. Thank you so much, Lily, for your Facebook question. And now I'm going to go to New York because I've got Brandy on the phone line. Brandy, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sarah. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great, Brandy. And what lemonade are we going to make out of a lemon or something?
I'm just kind of had a question from my health standpoint on if I'm going, like, what is entailed financially this year and also relationship-wise.
Okay, but you just said health and financial and relationship. You just got me confused, honey. What am I going to focus in on? Because that sounded like a whole life reading.
My financial and
financial
relationship.
picture. Okay, the financials. Okay. So there is a move in work coming for you. You're looking to up level, as the word Spirit gives me. Yes, we want to move up. Yes, we need to make more money. This is correct?
Yes.
And I'm seeing something. We need to get a bonus. We need to get a raise. I don't feel like are they not giving raises out where you are? Because I'm just seriously thinking that you're getting passed over here. I don't know what's going on with those people, but they are not acting fair. And I think we need to go, we need a new job, honey. It's time to take a move and move on out. So when I go into that energy, Brandy, of a change, and this is your birthday month, so happy birthday. I want you to write down the aspects of this year that you want your life to be. And in this month, I want you to really focus your attention on that. I feel as if, Brandy, there's almost like a little study or something we need to learn so that we can earn a greater wage. I feel like there's something to deepen your knowledge so that you can grow financially. So look at where you are and take yourself back a step and say, what do I need to do to take me to a position that is going to be able to sustain me so I'm not stretching my money? Because I see you stretching it like a rubber band. And it gets very, very uncomfortable for you. And then other people seem to be having fun, and you're like, I can't do anything. Oh, my God, I want to go out. I want to have fun. And you just feel so heavy in the finances. And you also need to remember, Miss Brandy, that love of self will draw forth even more abundance than you can ever imagine, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I want you to be open to that energy and trust it's coming together for you. I feel like there'll be a new job opportunity before August. So keep your eyes open. Perhaps it's in the organization you're associated with, but I actually feel like you're going to step away from all of them. It seems a little heavy, that energy there. All right.
Okay.
All right, my dear Brandy. Thank you so much for your question. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. And now we're going to go right back to the phone lines. I'm going to New Jersey, and we have Justina on the line. Justina, how are you?
I'm good. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Justina. And whatever's in the background, can you turn that down? Because then I think I'm hearing voices in my head, and I really don't want to do that.
Okay.
All right, Justina, thank you. Because you are on national radio, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We forgot we're calling Sarah spiritual. Justina, what is your question, my dear?
I have a boyfriend when I was 26 years old, and we are going to the farm. He's in Jamaica, soon with you, but his daughter filed for him to come. When I went down a few weeks back and everything was okay, and all of a sudden I'm calling, not talking to me. I don't know what happened, and he's ignoring me like and so. That was so good to him. He was okay with me. I don't know what's the problem. I need my relation to be straight.
Right. Justina, the first thing that Spirit makes me aware of is that there's a family dynamic that's distracting him from the relationship, and I feel as if the person closest to him in this family relationship, be it a daughter, is requiring a lot of his attention. and I actually feel as if he is kind of backed up from this relationship right now. And I'm getting from Spirit that it's time for you, Justina, to kind of move forward and to look for a new relationship, my dear, okay? Thank you so much for your question, Justina. God bless you. And we are going to go right to Facebook for a moment, and we're going to answer another question right on Facebook. And then when we come back from our 6 o'clock hour, I've got Sheila Gillette, Marcus Gillette, and Theo joining us, calling in from California. I think they're in California, but I know they're coming here to South Florida for our big event. Let's see. We've got YOLO. And YOLO, I'm struggling financially, but my faith is strong. Any word for me? I do have some word for you, YOLO. YOLO, there's going to be a financial increase for you. You've been struggling financially. Now, Spirit gives me the number 2, so it makes me aware of it's 2 years. So in the past 2 years, it's been a rough road for you. I feel as if you don't have the support financially where you work. There's not enough for you to receive financial reward for the work that you do. So YOLO, Spirit is telling me that it's time for you to begin to make a change and also consider being self-employed. There's something that you can do on your own to supplement your income to make it flow a little better. And I'm feeling a restriction, like you haven't been feeling well, so it also makes it a little bit of a challenge for you to show up and give it your best. Allow this energy to pass, YOLO, and hold that faith just a little bit longer. And you're going to have that lemon turn into lemonade, because I'm getting the sense that in the next 2 months, we're really going to have this increase of finance and abundance, because I'm seeing a shift in where the money comes from. And that's going to put more money in your pocket and allow you to live this more abundant, plentiful life. Thank you, YOLO, for your Facebook question. We greatly appreciate our Facebook questions. We're going to take a minute to come right back after the break with our sponsors, and then we're going to talk to Sheila Gillette, Marcus Gillette, and Theo, because they're coming into town right here in South Florida. We'll be at the Palm Beach County Convention Center. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away. You know we're going to be right back.
I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you
more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open, 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Get involved with Community Connections with Norma G. Mondays at 5 p.m. WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
What do you get when you cross a traditional pharmacy with alternative therapies? You get Break-Free Pharmacy, bridging the gap to guide patients to a new level of wellness. At Break-Free, you'll find cryotherapy with an introductory cryotherapy special online. There's also an oxygen bar utilizing essential oils and biohacking classes using the latest science. Visit their website at breakfreepharmacy.com off Okeechobee in the Emporium Plaza in West Palm Beach. Call 561-268-2552. Break Free and be well.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
If you've decided to get back to feeling good again like you used to feel, then you're invited to tune in to the Dr. Bob Martin Show. Hi, I'm Dr. Bob, at your service Sunday mornings at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
Want to lower your rate and payments, get rid of mortgage insurance, or get cash out? Find out about your best refinance options by tuning into the Get Mortgage Fit radio show with Alex Michaels and Carrie Kasem, Thursday afternoons from 1 to 2, where you'll learn everything you need to know about mortgage loans, today's rates, FHA, VA, and more. Call the Get Mortgage Fit show Thursday afternoons from 1 to 2 on WNN at 800-827-RATE, 800-827-RATE, or visit them online at newamericanfunding.com, NMLS 6606.
If you have investments and are tired of watching your money disappear when the market goes down, then feel you're not making enough when it goes back up, do something and fix all that. Take an investment class at Online Trading Academy. They teach the smart way to trade stocks, options, futures, Forex, even Bitcoin. You're taught in a classroom by pro traders who are certified, currently trade, and profitable. They show you what they do every day, how to pick the right investments, how money is made in up, down, and sideways markets, how to time the market, and how to limit the risk on all trades using a patented rules-based strategy taught only at Online Trading Academy. Call now for a pair of tickets to a free half-day class in Broward or Palm Beach to see if it's right for you. You'll also get a copy of the Wall Street Insiders Kit, packed with valuable trading ideas, free. Call now. Online Trading Academy, 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510.
Go to your app store and download the WNN app on your Android or iPhone. And never miss a Talk 1470 minute.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, another interactive hour of uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share the love and light.
Indeed, we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 1100 AM in Atlanta. And this is our 433rd show live of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And if you're just joining us, we are welcoming you because we are making some lemonade out of some lemons. Life handed you a lemon, or did you make a choice and you're like, ooh, this is a little feeling a little sour? Well, we are going to show you how to add that sweetener and stir it on up and make life taste and feel a little sweeter, because it's all about how we view it. It's all how we choose to experience it. And sometimes things do get a little uncomfortable, but it's all good. In the end, everything goes into perfect alignment. Just want to be open and receptive and trust the flow. There's really no wrong choices. At least that's what I've heard from 12 archangels once or twice. They always manage to make me feel so much better when I get to talk to Theo, the 12 archangels, a consortium of 12 magnificent angels, all rolled up into one, sharing wisdom. And this weekend coming up, if you didn't hear, wouldn't you like to spend the day with the angels? We have a fabulous event coming up at the Palm Beach County Convention Center this Saturday, April 21st. I can't believe it's here already. From 10 to 5 at the Palm Beach County Convention Center, we are going to open up your world and make that quantum shift to create that world the way you would love it to be, with the assistance of Theo, the 12 archangels, and my dear, dear friends, Sheila Gillette and Marcus Gillette. And I just happen, I got connections with angels and people, and, we just kind of all blend together after a while. I've got that connection right out there, and I'm just going to pull them in on the phone lines, because I've got Sheila Gillette and Marcus Gillette right here live with me on the phone lines. Sheila, Marcus, how are you tonight?
What a great introduction, Sarah. That's fabulous.
We're doing better now, Sarah, that we've come on your show, to be perfectly honest with you.
Oh, thanks. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's here already. I'm like a little kid waiting for Christmas.
So are we. We're really excited to see everybody in South Florida this weekend.
Looking forward to it.
It's going to be so much fun, and we are going to we'll raise the roof, right? We're going to talk about how to shift and make that energetic leap of trusting and feeling the flow of everything that we desire is coming to us, and we are worthy. And when we set the intention, just feeling it within our being, we can make anything happen. And I'm so looking forward to the wisdom of Theo and how to navigate some of life's changes and the shifts that are upon us and this fifth dimension energy that we've all been talking about, yes?
Absolutely. You know, this is a tremendous time to be alive and to experience the masterfulness that we all are, the divine essence, having a human experience.
You know, quantum shifts are going to happen, Sarah, and as you know, they happen by understanding how to work with the quantum field in a combination of how we work with our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, and our intentions. And there is magic to be had, that is for sure. Anybody who's concerned about whether or not the law of attraction actually is working for them or not, we're gonna with Theo's assistance, we're going to make it very clear this weekend that it's working perfectly all the time, and it's just a matter of you receiving that which you actually believe you deserve. And we're going to work with that philosophy and helping to shift beliefs and tapping into the amazing possibilities within the quantum field.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, we started the show earlier talking about life gives us a lemon, or life kind of has a sour moment, and how to make a lemonade. And, you know, Sheila, I know not everyone who's listening knows the story behind, but if anybody took a lemon and really made some lemonade, I mean, your near-death experience, so to speak, you made a big pitcher of lemonade with that one, honey. So share with our listeners how that all unfolded. Just give us the version that you want to share with us, so we all know that you were in this moment where you thought life was really going to hand you most certainly not the lemon plan you were expecting, and you made not just lemonade, but a life choice that is assisting so many people on Earth right now.
That's very true, Sarah. In 1969, I had a near-death experience after a birth, and I had pulmonary embolus, which my lungs were full of fluid. I could not breathe. I felt like I had an elephant sitting on my chest, and I was in intensive care, and I knew if I closed my eyes, I would not open them again. And so I just laid there with thinking the thoughts, hey, God, give me a job. I'll do anything. I had a brand new baby and 2 little kids at home, and I wanted to stay on the planet and be the mother to those children. And I was in the cubicle in intensive care, and it became extremely bright, as if the sun had risen in the room itself. And I noticed a movement at the end of my bed. And when I focused on it, Jesus was standing at the end of my bed. And you can imagine, I was like, oh my goodness, hello. And I was mesmerized by his eyes. And he had a garment on with big, long sleeves, and he took his hands and crossed them, his arms. And when he did so, I heard in my inner mind hearing, as we hear our own thoughts, but a distinct male voice say, remember, my child, you are loved. And at that point, I felt as if my crown had opened up and warm honey had been poured in, because I felt this warmth just seeping down through the interior of my body. And as it went through the trunk of my body, I felt as if I could take a deep breath. And I started getting better. And so I'm absolutely sure when I speak of it, it's as if it just happened. There's no fading of the moment or the experience. It is so clear to me that I had a miraculous healing. And when I got out of the hospital a month later, I got stronger and stronger, and 6 months after that, I had all kinds of spontaneous experiences, spontaneous interactions with Spirit. When Spirit wished to talk to me, if I were sitting in a chair, it would physically move. My bed levitated. I had all kinds of things happening, and I heard messages from the angels clairaudiently, which is that inner mind hearing. And then I spontaneously and became a direct voice trance medium. And with that came Theo, the 12 archangels that are called Theo, and that was by their choosing. They said they would be called Theo. They would not identify singularly. But I knew this was the moment. This was what I had contracted, let's say, with God to do. And it just began expanding and expanding, and scientists found out about me, invited me to be tested, and that was very interesting. It gave me like the good housekeeping seal of approval that says you're not a crazy person, you're psychic. And then I continued my work and mentoring, and till this day, Marcus and I work together, sharing Theo's wisdom throughout the world.
Now that's a tall glass of lemonade, let me tell you.
Yes.
You can't ask for a better lemonade story than that one, I've got to say. But, you know, it was interesting because when I was trying to come up with what we were going to talk about tonight as far as the overall theme of the show, you know, Spirit's like, oh, yeah, let's just make some lemonade. And I'm thinking, you know, how do we make lemonade? Where are we going to go with this? And then as I sat with the monologue, I was talking about things that we've experienced in life and even some of my own little hiccups in life and my back injury. And then as I was preparing for you to join us for the 6 o'clock hour, I was like, wait a minute. Sheila's, no wonder they told me talk about lemonade, because if anybody's got a lemonade story, it is Sheila Gillette. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. And I know you're going to be sharing that and so much more on Saturday. Marcus, tell everyone what it's like to spend the day with us, because, well, first of all, you've been hanging with this woman for now. You just celebrated your 20-year anniversary, so I think that's just awesome. 20 years of meeting, right? 20 years of your meeting, is that correct?
21 years of meeting and 20 years of being married.
20 years of married, okay. Yeah. So it's been a busy time. I know we have our wonderful anniversary time now. And you've been sharing this experience. So tell our listeners what it's like to spend a whole day in the Palm Beach County Convention Center with you and Sheila Gillette and hang with me a little bit. Share with them from your perspective.
Yeah, let's not underestimate the hang with you a little bit component of this day in terms of the fun and the transformation that's going to take place. Sarah, you know, gosh, thanks for asking the question, because it is one of my favorite topics. And, you know, as we get together in this very, very sacred container, which will be the convention center in West Palm Beach on Saturday, we gather as one, as one mind, if you will, as one spirit coming into this event. And by that I mean that we all are there's such a heightened vibration when in Theo's presence. And I guess it's, you know, it's the realization that and it is astonishing when you think about it on the surface, how amazing it is that 12 archangels are actually speaking through Sheila's physical body. But it's so much more than just the astonishment of that experience. You know, Theo will read us and share information with us about ourselves that people scratch their heads and how in the world did they know that about me? And how did they tell me something I didn't know about myself that was so unbelievably true, as I now am hearing these words and feeling the feeling of it? So there's a shift and a transformation that takes place. There's a heart opening that takes place. There's an energetic transmission that takes place. But the most important thing, I think, Sarah, and this is the intention that I know you and Sheila and I always go into with this event, and that is that everybody who shows up is going to hear or feel or experience something that can change their lives, that they can take with them and apply. You know, I'm going to suggest that you bring notebooks, because you're going to hear, you know, make sure you're ready to journal the information that you're going to hear from Theo, because Theo has their angelic observation of the human experience that they share with us, and they tell us things about how to live they share information and tools and techniques and how to live in a more awakened, higher conscious state of being. It's a new way of being that they're teaching. And when people come into this experience, many people that come in are going to actually have the personal experience of interacting with Theo in the audience, because they go into the audience and they select the questioners and they interact personally with the questioners. And it's remarkable to see the hearts that open up and the information that comes forward. And it's always so cool also, Sarah, as you know, to see how everybody's question becomes virtually everybody's answer in that room, because we're all doing the same stuff. We're all desiring the same thing. So it's an experience of transformation. It's an experience of heart opening, and it's fun. It's just a timeless, 10 to 5 experience. It goes by so fast you don't even know what happened, but it is profound, and it's transformative, and it can be life-changing for those that come in with that being the intention for the day. So it's just a ton of fun, and we're super excited to get down and see everybody.
Yes, and one thing I love is that the energy is just so palpable, and there's a frequency adjustment that's going on for everyone the entire day. So that law of attraction is heightened. And as long as we are in that knowing that, yes, I can have it all, and I'm bringing it to me, and I deserve it, and we hold that vibration, I notice there's a quickening in the effectiveness of the law of attraction. After you spend a day with Theo, you got things coming real quick, I'll tell you. So it's just feeling like, yes, I want it, and I do deserve to have it all, and it's all going to fall into place in perfect time. And it's an understanding that we get spending time with Theo that, well, just because it hasn't come yet doesn't mean that it won't come, because so many people, and I'm sure through all the years of doing this work for both of you, you've seen people who feel like, oh, well, I'm here, but it's almost like it's the last hope, like life has passed me by, and I don't know if it's ever going to happen for me. And then they spend a day with Theo and with Sheila and everyone, and wow, it all comes together. And then they're like, wow, my whole life turned around right after that.
Yeah, exactly. There's also where Theo's been taking us lately has been into the realms of the possibilities with regards to our psychic and intuitive and multidimensional nature. So what's happening is they're teaching us how the extraordinary is now becoming our new ordinary. And wow, imagine the possibilities for everybody within that statement, Sarah.
Yes.
They're teaching us to heighten our vibrational frequency in a way that we can tap into these other dimensions. We can tap into and confidently know, for instance, how to use our intuition for better decision making, how to connect with our angels and spirit guides for guidance, how to open up into this multidimensional expression of our soul, which means we're experiencing stuff way beyond the 5 senses and the 3-dimensional reality that most people reside in.
Absolutely, and that leads me to my next question. Don't you have some psychic expansion coming up real soon?
Yes, we do.
You led me in that path so well. Thank you, Marcus. I was like, great, you saved me the trouble. So tell our listeners about this psychic expansion that you have coming up. It's in California, correct?
It is in California, and it was Sheila's baby in design with Theo, so I'm going to let her share the facts about it with you.
Great.
What it is, Sarah, is a spiritual and psychic expansion retreat. It's 2.5 days. It's Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and we explore all of the ways we receive intuitively. And it's explained. We talk about it. It's taking the fear away for those who may be a little fearful of opening to all their intuitive gifts, but yet wanting them and wanting to expand, or if they're already open, it allows an opportunity to address different ways of receiving. And we have the information, we share the information. Theo's there to affirm and confirm experiences, and then we experiment with all the ways of receiving. Telekinesis, psychokinesis, clairaudience, automatic writing, remote viewing. My mind is...
Yeah, collapsing time and space for past life recall, out-of-body experiences. So in remote viewing, we kind of run the gamut of the psychic arts, if you will, Sarah.
Wow.
In terms of providing people the opportunity to personally have their own experience of how powerful they are and how tapped in they are.
Yes.
And it's fun.
It's fun. It's fun. And if you want to learn more about that wonderful event that's coming up for your psychic expansion, you can go to asktheo.com. And for those of you who want to be part of our upcoming event at the Palm Beach County Convention Center this Saturday, April 21st, go to sarahspiritual.com, S-A-R-A-H, spiritual.com, and register now. We have a few spots left for our Saturday event. It's selling fast. It's only $97. And to share in that experience of Theo and, well, making that shift that you've always wanted to make is just a superb way to spend the day. And Sheila, I'd love if we can welcome Theo in for just a few minutes to share with our listeners about where we are in the world now and what we can bring to our hearts to feel whole and worthy of all that we desire to attract.
My pleasure to share, Theo. Take just a moment. It is the beginning, is it not?
It is. Welcome, Theo.
We are appreciative of the opportunity to be of service unto you. You may ask.
Yeah, thank you for being with us today, Theo. We're very grateful. Do you have some messages for Sarah's listeners today?
It's an exquisite time to be on this planet in a human experience. Know that your souls are much larger than you can possibly imagine, and so is your power. The human body is your vehicle for navigating this earthly plane. It gives you the ability to have the senses, the touch, the smell, the taste, all of the five senses to be engaged and to be utilized in the opening and awareness of your divine master energy. Utilizing all of that now, it is a time of consciousness shift never before experienced in the human experience on this planet. And now humans are already at a higher frequency to address and be aware of all that they are. You may ask.
Go ahead, Sarah.
Theo, this weekend when we are all together, talk to everyone about the heart opening that happens just by being in your presence.
Those who are called, feeling the whisper or the nudge to come forward to engage with us, they're hearing from us. There's a greater opening for that full awareness of who they are. Touching the heart, opening the heart and mind to all possibility. A shift in the neuroplasticity of the brain, laying new neural pathways, releasing old beliefs that limit and opening to what one can fully express and experience in the sense of their own creativity.
Sounds like we're going to have a fabulous time with you, Theo, and we are so grateful that we're going to be with you and with Sheila and Marcus, and we thank you, Theo, and I am complete.
We are appreciative of the opportunity to serve. God's love unto you.
And unto you.
Good day.
Good day.
Thank you.
I love that, Marcus, that we have this heart-opening experience just by being in the energy of Theo. And those are the people listening all across the nation. I know they can feel that vibration even through the radio airwaves, because to me the radio airwaves is such a powerful delivery of frequency. That's why I love being on radio.
Oh, absolutely. You know how much we love it too, Sarah, having hosted our own show for many, many years. It's so much fun. Welcome back, Sheila.
Hi, Marcus. Hi.
Hi. She's back.
I'm so happy when she comes back, Sarah.
Yes, I know. Yeah. You can't let her go out for too long. You got to bring her right back here, Marcus. You know, that's the secret to a good marriage, I think, right?
Correct.
Well, I thank you both for joining us tonight. Those of you who are listening, meet us at the Palm Beach County Convention Center. Matter of fact, it's not even too late to buy a plane ticket and get on the plane and come on down. It's the time to share in the energy of making that shift and being with 12 archangels and Sheila Gillette and Marcus Gillette and myself, and be with us. Visit sarahspiritual.com to buy your tickets. asktheo.com to learn more about Sheila and Marcus Gillette and the wisdom and the teachings of Theo. And if you feel that pull to go to California and expand your psychic ability, then go on. Because this is the time.
I just wanted to add, too, sir, that's May 18th through the 20th next month.
Thank you so much. May 18th through the 20th. Go to asktheo.com, learn more about it. And we hope to see all of you at the Palm Beach County Convention Center. You know, we'll just take another room if everyone shows up. We're good. We're there. All right. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. God bless you.
See you and everybody this weekend.
Yes, we're going to party. Thank you.
Yes,
Bye.
we are.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Bye. We were just talking to Sheila Gillette, channeling consortium of 12 archangels known as Theo, and Marcus Gillette, and we will all be at the Palm Beach County Convention Center. Those of you on hold, thank you so much for holding. We have calls all across the nation waiting to be heard, and I've got my people on Facebook just waiting for me to answer questions. So just give us one more minute, because we're going to go hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to be connecting to all of you. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because it's going to be a real great ride for the rest of the show. Stay with us. We're going to be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before?
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling, too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up. For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
What do you get when you cross a traditional pharmacy with alternative therapies? You get Break-Free Pharmacy, bridging the gap to guide patients to a new level of wellness. At Break-Free, you'll find cryotherapy with an introductory cryotherapy special online. There's also an oxygen bar utilizing essential oils and biohacking classes using the latest science. Visit their website at breakfreepharmacy.com. Off Okeechobee in the Emporium Plaza in West Palm Beach. Call 561-268-2552. Break free and be well.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of life. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different theater. The characters, they change.
Yes, indeed, those characters, they change like water into wine, and every soul's got its journey. Where's your soul off to? Well, tonight we are here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 1100 heard in Atlanta on WWWE. And we are connecting to all of you, and I am so excited to be doing my 433rd show live here in Boca. And then my producer's going, and Sarah, and there's more stuff coming. But we're going to save that for next week, because next week we've got a very important announcement to make to all of you. And this week I had to let my show shine with my wonderful guests and my fabulous new song, There Is a Light. But there's a light that's being shined right on my call board, right on my Facebook. I cannot forget my Facebook people. Let's bring up a question from Facebook. Let's see what's going on Facebook. And then when I come back, I've got to go to Pompano. I've got someone waiting in Pompano. I've got to go to Coral Springs. I got to go to Miami. I got places to go, people to see, and spirit to talk to. Hello. We got to YOLO already. Let's pop on over to the next person here. Teresa, thank you. Any messages from Spirit? Yes, Teresa, actually. Teresa, what I have here is I want to say angels are all around you. I've got Archangel Michael standing beside you and Archangel Raphael. Raphael is making me aware of something in the stomach area. I feel like the stomach has been out of sorts. Make a shift in some of the food that you're eating. I feel like there's some nervousness also in the stomach, Teresa, but I feel that some of that is the financial pressure that you're under. There's some misalignment in the finances. So take a few breaths, make some adjustments in the food, relax the body a little bit more. Teresa, the angels are with you, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and they're going to be assisting you wonderfully in the next few months, Teresa. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Thank you for following Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and being a part of this show. We're going to take one more message on Facebook because I've got Mitzi. Mitzi, how are you? Anything you want to say to me? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Well, Mitzi, let me tell you this, that I go up, and I go up in the spirit realm, and spirit tells me that there's a power coming, there's an energy coming, there's a force coming to work through you and around you to lift you up around any obstacles that you may have in front of you, you're going to move through them with ease and grace. And by holding the energy, the posture, the vibration of everything's always working out for me and everything is fine, what I see here, Mitzi, for you is this wonderful energy of your connectivity to the spirit realm, your connectivity to the angels, and your being of assistance to other people. Thank you, Mitzi, for your Facebook question. Keep those Facebook questions coming. I'm going to be answering questions for a very long time tonight. Can I sleep at the radio station? I just think it'll be simpler if I just stay here. What do you think? They'll just let me stay. I've got to go to Pompano now, right back to my phone lines. I've got Joanne on the line. Joanne, how are you today?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hi. How are you?
Oh, hi. Nice to speak to you. My first time, I just ran into your station a couple of weeks ago, and I needed to work and get home a little bit later. But I got through. I tried one time, and I got through now, so that's great. Yeah. So I have a couple of things.
All right, Joanne.
But I just wanted to see if you
take a breath.
Up on anything for me right now.
All right. We're going to take a breath, and as we take a breath, I'm going to tune into Spirit for you, because one of the things that Spirit makes me aware of is that you are very steady. You are the person that I want to go to and I want to connect to when I need something done. You are the director. You are the person who's in charge. You've got it all figured out. But you also have this tough exterior, like you want everyone to think you're okay. But underneath, when you feel unsettled, it really eats away at you. Does this make sense to you, Joanne?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And
yes,
I also feel that you feel like your life has been going around in a circle. And in the circle, I feel like you feel like you're not getting anywhere. And you're like, okay, too many crickets at this age. This is the self-talk now. At this age, this is not where I wanted to be. I wanted to feel more safe. I wanted to feel security. I'm very security-minded. This is your self-talk. And I'm feeling out of sorts, and I'm not feeling as if I'm at the level financially that I want to be, and I'm not supported in the way that I want to be. I don't feel like I have that connectivity and partnership. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Very much.
What are your questions?
Okay. Well, I have a couple of questions. Do you see anything or feel anything from an ex-boyfriend of mine? I'm going to really date myself.
Okay.
34 years ago. Are you picking up anything? And then I'll...
Okay. Well, first of all, let me tell you that your energy, and I think you've been feeling this way now for the past 3 weeks, very scattered, yes? You can't quite concentrate. Your mind is all over the place, yes?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay. You're not feeling yourself. You're feeling out of sorts. Is it? So they make me aware of a birthday or an anniversary. Is there something connected with this former boyfriend from 30 plus years ago? Is there something connected?
Well,
at this moment in time, because that's all I'm asking.
He was looking for me. Yeah.
Okay.
No connection or birth dates or anything.
Okay.
No, I was looking at a photo, and then I heard he
was looking for you.
Me.
Okay. Yeah. Because I feel this energy. Now, was he kind of the guy who, you know, those guys who are like good guys, but they're bad guys, but they're bad. You know, he has that personality that, I don't know if he rode a motorcycle or something, but he's just got this really like free kind of personality. At least he did back 30 years ago. Yes.
Yeah, 34 years ago.
Okay.
He was a few years younger than me,
Okay.
so he was still immature. But I just want to know if you feel anything of
I
him.
need his birthday. I need his birthday, honey, to connect to him.
Oh God, I know. Oh, gee, December. I just know it was December. Oh, but I don't have the date.
Okay, so when I go into the month of December and I vibrate into his energy, I feel as if there was a connection between the two of you, a love between the two of you, but that something got interrupted. Like we got interrupted towards the end, so we really never got to the level that the relationship would have been. And so, like you, and you're not dating yourself, you wonder what would have been, could have been. But there's also part of you that knows that he was not the solid guy that you needed him to be. And
not at that time.
Yes,
No.
I know that. I see that. So he was a little rough.
Yeah.
He was a little rough around the edges. He was like a bad boy, good boy kind of vibe. And the energy that I see around him is that he has matured tremendously. And it's like you were the one who got away, but he doesn't have the regret that way because he knew that he couldn't have kept you. He couldn't have sustained you. He couldn't have kept you. Because he went through a series of a lot of, and if you talk to your friends, you'll hear that he went through a series of a lot of disappointments, as Spirit makes me feel, and some ups, a lot of ups and downs. His life has always been filled with ups and downs, and that makes you very uncomfortable. I see a much more settled man at this time, and I feel that it would be worthwhile for you, Joanne, to have a conversation with him.
Okay, that's what I'm feeling. Now, the problem is, it's strange. Well, I'll just give you a little bit extra information, which is so bizarre, which I think the universe is setting this up, but I can't reach him. I'm not on Facebook. I have no intentions on going on Facebook. And one night, this was a few months back, I was going through my album, and I pulled out his picture, and I was just looking at it. I'm like, oh, we had such a good time, because I have all his love notes and stuff. The next day, I get a call from a cousin who's on Facebook. So-and-so is looking for you. Who is this person? 3 times in a row. Right. And I'm like, oh, my God.
So I'm gonna
I don't know if he just wanted to say hi or if he's missing me. I don't know if he's married. I know he was married about 20 years ago.
We're going to breathe. Anyway, Joanne, breathe.
Yeah.
Breathe.
Yeah.
Okay. This is how this works. His soul called you. Your soul called him. And there's a connection. Do not lose yourself in the details of life. The soul is calling. Do you know me? Do I know you? I think we met before. Those are souls calling each other, all right? You know what I'm going to liken it to? The whales when they're out in the sea and they call for their mate? It's that energy. So you need to come together. Don't wonder where it is, how it is, what his status is, what your status is. That's where this scattered energy around you needs to just calm down. You need to center and you need to act on it. Act on it and see where it takes you. And that'll take all the guesswork out of it. And it doesn't matter what you tell me. You could tell me you can't. I'm going to tell you that it's going to happen. I don't care. You don't have Facebook. I don't care what the story is. Don't buy into the drama. We are going to create the vortex that's he's going to send someone a number and say, have her call me or something. You're going to hear from him. There's going to be a connectivity. Don't ask how, when, or where. It's coming, and it's coming soon. All right, my dear? Thank you so much for your question. I do hope you stay in contact with us and just, follow the show and keep me in the loop.
Can I ask you one more quick question?
No, I've got it, Joanne. I got to keep moving, honey. Thank you.
Okay,
you can go to my website and we can do a reading, okay? Thank you. All right, bye. Oh, my goodness, that was a mouthful. I am going to go to Coral Springs. I've got Stephanie on the line. Stephanie, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sarah. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Stephanie. And how can Spirit and I assist you? Are we making lemonade? Do we have a lemon we want to sweeten up and make a mixed drink here? What are we doing?
Yes, I need to sweeten up some lemonade at this moment.
Okay.
Well, I've been dealing with some health issues for the last 4 or 5 days, lots of digestion issues.
And that's the word I have on my paper here. I'm writing digestion, and I feel like there's an acidity imbalance in the physical body. I also feel as if, I feel as if maybe I'm not a doctor, so I can't give medical advice, but what I can share with you is what Spirit kind of gives me as a lead-in question for a medical professional. And what I'm being led to say is that, perhaps this digestion got stirred up because maybe something wasn't, I just want to say something maybe has some kind of virus or bacteria or something, and it threw off the bacteria in your body, in your stomach, and everything's just out of whack. And I'm feeling like a lot of pressure in the stomach. I'm feeling uncomfortability. I'm feeling pain. I'm feeling not quite full, but yet bloated. And it's just uncomfortability. Is this true? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So I feel like you want to get tested because maybe there's a little bacteria infection that has come into the digestive system. And it would be really worthwhile to go to a doctor. I had a client who she had some salad. And then she went through a series of stomach problems for a while until they had kind of cleared her body of whatever was maybe contaminated on the salad. So those things can happen. And sometimes we don't, they happen actually all the time. We're always exposed to things, but our body has the balance. Somehow with stress and pulling yourself too thin, you kind of fell into this uncomfortability, all right? So go to the doctor. Do not try to just self-treat this yourself. There's not enough ginger to balance this out, okay?
Okay. So do you think I need to, what my wife wants me to do is go to the ER. Do you think I can just go to the doctor?
You can go to the ER? Of course you can. I think your wife is trained in the medical profession, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So if it's something that you feel is uncomfortable and necessary to do tonight, great. If not, you go to, you walk into an urgent care very first thing in the morning. That's a personal call. But if the uncomfortability is painful and you feel it's threatening you, then you go to the ER. All right? Send me a message on Facebook. Let me know what's going on, okay? Something's definitely out of whack in the digestion, my dear. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Feel better. God bless you. Bye. We're going to go right back to the phone lines, and I've got to go to Sabrina. And Sabrina is in Miami. Sabrina, how are you tonight?
I'm good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for your call. How can I assist you tonight? Are we drinking lemonade?
Yes, we are drinking lemonade,
Good.
Sarah. I just wanted to know, does Spirit have anything for me in regards to the house that I'm trying to purchase?
Mm-hmm. Can I have, not the street address, please? Let's not have all of Facebook and national radio knowing where you might want to live. Can I have the house number, please?
I haven't, I'm just beginning the process.
Okay. All right, no problem. I thought you had a specific house in mind, but let me take a look at that. So it's a good time for you to start this new beginning and this new idea for you. This is something that is going to take you through this full moon, and it's going to take you into the month of May and towards the end of May. I feel this wrapped up in June for you with a house. I feel as if there's an opportunity for you to kind of clear up some things. I feel like there's some things that have to be organized and cleared, but you can get it done quickly if you have the right people helping you, because I feel like there's a couple of houses that have struck your fancy and you really would like to have one of those. So let's see if we can speed it up. If we are not in full connection with the house and in contract, then I'm going to spin you out. I'm going to skip the month of July. Month of July is going to be a train wreck as far as making that business deal. It's not a good month for you to make a business deal. Matter of fact, the first half of August, train wreck, we're not doing that either. But when I take you into the month of September, then I'm like, okay, game on again. Time for you to move forward. And so if you don't find something and get all your papers to align, the numbers to align at this time between now and June, then just take a step back, breathe, and say, all right, the perfect time is coming, and actively look and then get ready to jump right in September. All right, my dear?
Okay. Thank you,
all right,
Sarah.
2018, you're a homeowner. And Sabrina, is this your first time calling into the show?
No.
Okay.
No, Sarah, no, it's not.
Okay, well, we are glad to have you joining us again. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.
God
so
bless
much.
you. You're welcome.
God
Bye.
bless you too. Bye-bye.
We're going to go to California. I've got Andrew on the line. Andrew, how are you tonight?
I'm good. Thank you, Sarah. Thanks so much for taking the call.
Oh, you're
How are
welcome.
you?
I'm doing great. It's a great night here in South Florida. How's the weather in California?
It's good. A little hot.
Oh, yeah, well, that's what you're fun in the sun. It's California, honey. What do you want?
That's right. So here's the thing. What and when will my next job happen, and should I take it?
What and when? Well, I am in this month of April, and as I wind down the month of April, I see two choices coming up for you. Did you actively interview for two particular places?
Yes.
Okay. Because they give me the number 2, and they tell me there's 2. Now, there's one that has expansion. They go expansion. And then there's one that's really just kind of has a cap on it. Spirit wants you to be able to explore your expansion, and for you to be able to not just earn more money, but find a new spot for yourself as you grow. And that allows you to be creative. and use all your skills, not just this tedious day-to-day, same old, because then you're not going to be happy. Yes, you don't like being put in a box, yes?
That's correct.
Okay. So when I take you into this month of April and we wind it down, I'm taking you into May, and I know there's a job offer that comes on the table for you sometime and towards the mid to end of May. There's a job offer. I feel it in the energy. I feel like the second interview, there's something not quite right with that. And it doesn't mean you didn't give a good interview, Andrew. It just means that they're being a little specific, and they may call you back again because there's something that they still need to know about whomever they hire, because I feel like this is a relatively new position or new arena that they're trying to fill. And I don't know that they all have their act together. Did you get the impression from one of the people you interviewed with that they didn't have everything quite in place yet for this position?
Yeah, I did.
You did. So one of those, I don't know, but then I feel like there's another job coming around the corner. So if one of these jobs goes away, you still have choices. I do feel you in a new position, a new job. I really want to say in June. It could be sooner. It's going to depend on what you choose. Should you take it, you're feeling stuck and stagnant. You're looking because you're ready for change. Don't let fear make you stick to what you know. Up you go, my dear.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I answered your question, yes?
Yeah, somewhat. I guess on the last part, I'm not sure like what the path is because I've applied to a lot of stuff. So, are you saying fear like is in being fearful of not having money, so taking the first offer that comes type deal?
Exactly. Don't cut yourself short knowing that you want more. Believe I can have it all and I will have it all. And in the law of attraction, it is already in my energetic field. And there's a job coming. All right? But remember, it's not just the money, it's the ability to expand that encompasses everything that you are. All right?
Thank you so much. I appreciate
You're welcome.
it.
Andrew, keep me posted on the progress. All right? Anything I can do, send me a message on Facebook.
We'll be in touch. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. God bless you, Andrew. Thank you.
Bye.
Well, it's been a really fun second hour, and we're going to get ready to go into our third hour. We've got callers on the board all across the nation and California, and we've been in New York, we've been in New Jersey. Wow, we haven't heard from Atlanta yet, but I'm sure that's going to be coming. And speaking of Atlanta, 5 to 7, we are heard live on 1100 a.m. in Atlanta on WWWE. If you're listening in Atlanta and you're driving by and you're saying, hey, I better pull up my iHeart app, I better look up WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 because I don't want to miss the last hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. That's a great move. Join us, follow us, stick with us for the third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, heard live on WWNN 95.3 FM. Thanks so much, Atlanta. It's been a great 2 hours, and we are going to connect with you. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away. You know. Oh, yes, you know. I'm going to be right back.
We met before. I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different theater. And the characters, they change.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open. 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
1470 AM and 95.3 FM. The Health and Wealth Radio Network. Caregiver Solutions Info with Marcia Teal. Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton. The Health and Wealth Radio Network.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Want to lower your rate and payments, get rid of mortgage insurance, or get cash out? Find out about your best refinance options by tuning into the Get Mortgage Fit radio show with Alex Michaels and Carrie Kasem, Monday mornings from 10 to 11, where you'll learn everything you need to know about mortgage loans, today's rates, FHA, VA, and more. Call the Get Mortgage Fit show Monday mornings from 10 to 11 on WNN at 800-827-RATE, 800-827-RATE, or visit them online at newamericanfunding.com, NMLS 6606.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear. Health and Wealth Radio, WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
Yes, indeed. We are everything in the world, and there's a light inside of you, and there's a light inside of me, and we are all connected all across the nation, thanks to iHeartRadio, thanks to the TuneIn app. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Periscope. Thank you for all of these social media platforms, and thank you, listeners, for calling in and sharing your questions, because your question brings everybody else clarity and answers as well. And I've got to go back to the phone lines, and then Facebook, keep your questions coming. I see people talking about vacations and people who are in Tampa Bay, and hello, Tampa Bay. Thank you for your question on Facebook. I'm watching it all scroll. I'm going, I am a busy woman here. Hello from Tampa Bay. Anything for me? Helena Suba's been seeing numbers. She used to pay attention. Thank you, Sharon, for watching. Dominique, you're so excited. Brenda, you're excited and watching. Oh my goodness, there's a whole conversation going on here they're having without me. Well, thank you, Facebook, for having a conversation on my behalf. And keep those questions coming and sharing your question with your birthday so I can tap right in and pull down an answer and share some information for you. But I've got to go right back to the phone lines. Yes, indeed, I do. I just know I'm going to find my way back to California. I've got to go to California. Here I come. I'm going to take a caller in California, and that is for Adelicia. So let's get Adelicia on the line. Adelicia, how are you tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you, Sarah?
I'm good. I'm in California now with you. Can you feel me? I'm there. I mean, Andrew said it's kind of hot over there, so that's good. So I'm in California and I'm in South Florida all at the same time. Shush, it's hot.
Yes, it's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day. And how can I assist you tonight?
Well, my question is like, I'm currently unemployed because, I've made a big move from Tennessee to California.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in California. I currently don't have a job, and I have exhausted all of them. And so I'm just kind of wondering of when, my financial stability is going to kick in.
Right.
My faith is very strong, but the struggle is real.
The struggle is real, yes.
And I've been through so much currently, and I'm still making a way. My spiritualness is continuing to grow.
Yes.
So I'm just kind of wondering financially, because unfortunately, you need money to survive in this world.
I know that, but I want you to let go of that limiting condition. And I'm not sounding like flip, like, oh, don't worry, it'll be fine, so you got 2 pennies, it's not a big deal. Faith is about really stepping out and trusting that if you know in your knowing that you made the move that felt right to you, that everything will fall into place. And that the waiting is part of the trusting. So remembering that everything's always working out for you. And in this moment, everything that you desire can come to you with ease and grace. Everything you desire. Yeah. So don't look at it just as in the way of a paycheck. When I was talk about having a lot of lemons, I was in this place where my life was not yielding me the opportunity to work the way I needed to at that time. I was going through something, and I really needed to just stop working and focus on what I had to handle. And when I was handling that, I was like, well, what am I going to do with no income? You know, I mean, if you're living, most people have this belief that we need a paycheck. And there wasn't like I could call up a mother, a father, a sister, a cousin, a brother and say, hello, I need Western Union me some money. So I remember I looked up at the sky, and I needed to make a payment for my son's school at the time. And it was a little preschool thing. And I was like, all right, what am I going to do? And I saw a number drive by on a car, and I played a number. Now, I'm not saying I'm advocating gambling, but what I'm saying is that it's important that we're open to other possibilities for different streams of revenue and money to come to us, and not limited to a paycheck. Even though, yes, we need money to pay the rent. Yes, we need. So we have to trust, and we have to also get creative into what we can do to make money. I mean, maybe, you know, in today's day and age, everything's done on the internet. So you're just a piece of paper that's sent through. Go knock on a door. Go into a boutique and say, hey, do you need a salesperson a couple times a week? Just anything, even though it's not what you normally do, just to get the ball going and be open to some possibility. Because while you're working in a boutique, for instance, you may meet someone who says, oh, wow, my husband just opened up a company and he really could use someone like you. And next thing you know, you have a job. But when we're sitting there going, okay, no one's answering my resume, I'm almost out of money, then that's where the attention is. And when we focus the attention on that feeling of fear and lack, which there's not a person listening at Alicia that does not know that that's a scary place to be. But you knew that you needed to leave Tennessee. It really wasn't the place for you to be anymore, correct?
Right.
So you followed your heart and you said, California, here I come. Don't know what's going to happen when I get right there, right? So you get there. And now it's, what are you going to make of it? How does it feel to be in California? It's a beautiful day. It feels great. If you feel great, then you can walk in anywhere and get a job. I am convinced you can walk in anywhere and get a job. Maybe not a traditional corporate environment, because they'll be like, okay, security, take her out. But you can get there. So focus on that attention. And when security, we call it security. That's a line from a show, but that's okay. I'm digressing. I'm off watching movies on the other half of me. So when I go into this energy, honey, what I look and see is this. Give it 3 weeks. You're like, Sarah, I got enough for 3 days. Don't tell me 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Whole different vibe, okay?
Yes.
And you know what? Sometimes, and this isn't always easy either, sometimes we're in this uncomfortable position because, yes, we have to trust, but also sometimes we need to ask for help. And for some of us, asking for help is not easy.
Exactly.
Okay? So sometimes it's a lesson in humility. Oh, I've been humbled so many times, honey. Okay? So sometimes we need to say, hi, I made this choice, and ask someone for assistance. And again, it's not like we're borrowing and stealing. I'm just saying, sometimes we need to ask someone to be of assistance to us in some capacity. So don't be afraid. No man is an island. We can all do a great job all by ourselves, but after a while, something happens. So don't be afraid. You need assistance. If that's the case, then ask. In the asking, it is given, the angels say. Ask and you shall receive. Just ask.
Yes.
All right. And even if you ask someone and they say, well, I can't help you, just the fact that you ask, watch something else come from left field. I know how this thing works. You can't me. The universe has bailed me out so many times. I think I probably, the Bell's Bondsman knows me by heart. Just kidding. But, they've just bailed me out. They're like, oh, she's on a wing and a prayer. Let's just reel her in here. Say her spiritual, bring her back. That's what's going to happen. Just trust the universe has got this, all right? And there's going to be work. And are we friends on Facebook? You follow Sarah's spiritual page?
Yes.
Send me a message. Update me. Matter of fact, go on my Facebook page now on Sarah Spiritual. Go in the messenger. Send me a message. Leave me your birth date and everything and tell me, listen, this is where I'm at. I need you to help me visualize it to be this or more. This or more, this or better, okay? We're going to make it happen. Watch, we're going to raise the roof right here, right now, okay? All right, my dear, thank you so much for sharing, and it'll be okay. Keep me posted. God bless you.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We're going to go right to Facebook. I've got people on Facebook, and if you want to join this conversation, then call 1-888-565-1470. Let's see. Marquet. Let's say Marquet has a improve, finances improve, and will my old love come back in my life or a new one? Okay, Marquet, I'm not feeling the old love. I feel like that's an old dead love, and we need to let that love be left alone. Your finances are going to improve, but I feel like you're not in a position or a job that's really paying you enough. So to improve the finances in the current position that you're in is going to be difficult. And I also feel that you're kind of stretched too thin in your budget as well. So that being said, and knowing the facts before us, look at a new position, something that's going to generate more, or a second position so that you can improve the financial outlook. You need to get a jump start on your finances, and then you're going to build up momentum, and then I see us being better financially. And yes, new love will come. Let go of the old flame. There's some healing that you've got to do on that one. We're going to take another Facebook question. We've got Facebook questions, and then we're going right back to the phone line. Shirley. Hello, Shirley. Hello, everyone. Yes, let me look at Shirley's birthday's coming up on 4/21. So, Shirley, happy birthday. I will be with Theo, the 12 Archangels, on your birthday, but we will give you a shout out in the energy. Shirley, I feel as if there's a better balance of communication, but I do see injustice around you. I feel as if the truth is not really being completely shown, but you keep being that candle in the darkness. You keep being that warrior for justice and truth. You keep moving forward, because Spirit tells me that there's going to be a betterment of a condition that's around you with the people that you love. So just trust that this process is a steady process and surrender the outcome, knowing God knows all the parts of all the moving pieces and everyone's heart associated with it. God bless you, Shirley, and keep me posted on Facebook. Thank you so much. We are going to go right back to the phone lines. In the meantime, keep those Facebook questions coming. We are going to go to Pompano. I got Shaquay on the line. Shaquaya, how are you tonight?
Hello, how are you? Pretty good. What about yourself?
I'm doing great. I'm on radio talking to you. Who could be doing better? How can I help you tonight?
I'm just calling in about family and love.
Mm-hmm. Love will lead you back. Someday I just know that. Who's the person we want to ask about, please?
His name is Terrence.
Terrence. And you and Terrence seem to have falling outs, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. And are we on a disconnect right now?
Yes.
We are. So let me go back to what I was singing. Love will lead you back. Someday I just know that love will lead you back to my arms. Right? So we are in a timeout. But Terrence gets a little bit, I don't know, he likes to go wandering. I don't know. I think he thinks the view's a little better on another corner sometimes. And then he comes right back and he's like, oh, babe, you're everything I want. He's not committal right now. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. And what are you looking for? Do you know?
I just want, just honesty, love, and I want to know if we're going to last. That's the thing for our family.
Right. I understand that. But you have to love you first. And what I see here is someone who it's not that he doesn't love you and doesn't love his family. He's putting himself first. A lot of times when you're like, hello, we really need some attention here. Yes, not just you as a person, but the family. And so the relationship does this dance where he shuts down and then he just goes off in a huff. Yes. And right now we're not really on the right page of a relationship that's supposed to represent love and family. Only you can make the choice, my dear, as to what you want. And, I hear in my head, I hear from Spirit. I was like, what do you want? And Spirit's like, Sarah, she wants Terrence. And you can't tell her anything differently. She wants Terrence. And I'm like, Spirit, this is me talking to Spirit in my head. Spirit, really? Seriously? Like, but that's what she wants, Sarah, and she has free will. I'm like, Spirit, you need to sit down, shut up, because Terrence is not paying her the attention she needs. I'm like, Spirit said, listen, tell her the truth, tell her like it is, and she has to make her choice. So what I have here for you, sweetheart, is that take the break. Don't go chasing the boy. Girls don't chase boys. Let the boy figure it out for himself. Because right now he's behaving, I'm sorry, Terrence, if you're listening, love you dearly, but you are throwing a spoiled brat baby routine, and you need to spend time and time out. And you, my dear, you have to, honey, love yourself. And build the vision of what you want family to be. And with an open heart, ask the universe if Terrence can hold the space with me to create this fulfilled living of life that I want with my family. With him a part of it, then speak to his heart and bring him back, and let's work out our differences. And let's lay down a better dynamic between us. If he can't, then you just leave him sitting out there in the corner and bring on love, because I want a fulfilled partner. I want complete love. Right now, I don't see Terrence giving you what you want, and that concerns me because you've been going through this with him for a while. This is a 5-year experience of in and out and in and out and in and out, yes?
Yes, I've been with him for 8 years, but yes, the last 5 years it's been like that.
I know, it's a rocky road. I mean, I would need to be riding a Jeep to make sure I didn't get hurt in the ride. Come on. Easy, girl. Easy. Love you first. This is how we're going to make this shift. And trust your heart. Trust your heart will always love people you love, but trust your heart to love you. And remember that you're an aspect of the source of the creator emotion, and within you is such a light that you deserve an equal vibrational light. Tell Terrence to have a party by himself right now. You were going to do you, okay?
Yes,
I see love coming, but I cannot promise you it's Terrence. But I know you guys got another Jeep ride ahead, but that's all right. That's your business. But keep us posted, and we will hold the space for him to, I don't know, maybe they'll drop a coconut on his head in Pompano. I don't know. All right, my darling, thank you for your question. Thank you for listening to the show. Greatly, greatly appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just don't like being the bearer of not happy news, especially if we're on a bumpy Jeep ride. Good Lord, I've got to go to Ashley in Jacksonville. Ashley, how are you tonight?
I'm good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great. Speaking of bumpy rides, how are you really?
I am good.
You are good. I know. Yes, we are on a cruise ship now. Yes, Jacqueline, we're in Jacksonville, and Ashley is just in love in the honeymoon suite now. Yes, life is turning around for you, full circle. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What's your question for me, Miss Ashley?
I wanted to know about an old friend and I crossing paths again.
Mm-hmm. Can I have a birthday?
July 3rd, 81.
Male energy, yes?
No.
Okay. What's the person's name?
Sydney.
Sydney. Oh, well, my dog's name's Sydney, and he's a boy, so don't confuse me. Good Lord, that felt like male energy to me. I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm sorry to all the female Sydneys in the world. I apologize. Okay. You know what? The friendship went through a rough patch. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And what you're really asking is, do I let her back in my life, in my circle, as a trusted friend, or I just be like, hey, good to cross paths with you, mazel tov, wish you well, have a nice day? Yes? That's what you want to know, right? You know what? She has matured. But one of the things you didn't like about her is that what she said to your face was not always what she said behind your back. Is that true? You didn't always trust her.
Actions always didn't match.
Yes, okay, same thing for me. All right, I see her a little two-faced, and I'm not sure that has changed. Test the waters. She's come a long way, but I wouldn't be telling her some of my deep, dark secrets that are going on with me in my life. That's all. She can be an acquaintance, but not the friend that she used to be. All right?
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
She's back full circle, so you guys can close the chapter in the relationship on a vibrational level. And then if she can be a good acquaintance, then you can keep her. If not, It's just a closure for you guys, all right? On a soul level. Remember that, all right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, my dear.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Ashley. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you, too.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got Hollywood Beach on the line. I've got Hollandale on the line, and I just imagine I might have you waiting for me to take your call. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know I'm going to be right back.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
What do you get when you cross a traditional pharmacy with alternative therapies? You get Break-Free Pharmacy, bridging the gap to guide patients to a new level of wellness. At Break-Free, you'll find cryotherapy with an introductory cryotherapy special online. There's also an oxygen bar utilizing essential oils and biohacking classes using the latest science. Visit their website at breakfreepharmacy.com off Okeechobee in the Emporium Plaza in West Palm Beach. Call 561-268-2552. Break Free and be well.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com. There's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor in media. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your question or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Indeed, those characters, they change like water into wine, and we are spiritually speaking to all of you here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 FM. And I was so excited to connect with all of you tonight, but I'm not done yet. Keep those Facebook questions going. I am just loving these questions here on Facebook. And yes, indeed, we've got birthday celebrations. I'm telling you, they have a whole... Go to Sarah Spiritual Facebook page, like the page, and join the conversation on the Sarah Spiritual Facebook page. They've got their own conversation going on here as well. It's so amazing there. I've got to go to Hollywood Beach. I've got Lisa on the line. Lisa, how are you tonight?
How are you?
I'm going great. I'm doing great. How are you, Lisa?
Good, I'm great. I spoke to you in November of last year.
Okay.
And I'm a very independent businesswoman. My career is really taking off, and I'm a life coach, a fitness expert. I'm very happy within. I love myself. And I'm finally ready for love after 4 years of being divorced. So I met somebody, and we're dating long distance. I met him November of last year, right after I spoke with you. And now I'm just not quite sure. His business is in a bit of a turmoil, and he's really focused on that. I'm not sure if he's the one for me or if I should just relax and go in a different path.
Okay.
Or just not even go in any direction.
All right, take a breath.
I want to know what you think.
Well, I'm going to tell you what Spirit thinks. So first of all, interesting. Would you remember when we talked in November? We probably talked about your business and some of the growth that we saw. Yes, I don't remember, but that's what Spirit's making me feel. But I have a feeling we talked a little bit about love, or that it wasn't the time quite yet for love because you were reorging your life and really claiming your business and moving forward. What is the birthday of the gentleman that we speak of?
In October 26th, Scorpio.
What year, please?
Let me see, 1963.
Okay. So that's a complicated guy, okay? He's he's very, very intense, and he's very but he does run hot and cold, and he gets very easily agitated. I don't know, he makes my shoulders curl up. He makes me feel like he gets very, very edgy. Yes, he is going through, the business is going through a revamp, a rehaul. The past 5 months, kind of right around when you met him, things started to unravel for him. And so he's really put on a good game face, and he's really tried to do the best he could, but he's really not able to really deliver the way he would like to in a relationship. Long distance can be challenging. I do know that he wants to see you, and I think there was a talk about getting together, and then it didn't happen. Is that true?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
This weekend.
Yeah. And it didn't happen. And so I feel like he's doing the best he can. So I'm not going to tell you to drop him like a hot potato, but I am going to tell you this. Are you ready? We're in the movies, Lisa, and you are starring in the movie. And there you are in this magnificent movie, and we're going to pop some popcorn. Sarah Spiritual's going to serve it to you. We're going to have some maybe wine and popcorn, and we're going to watch. And you know what? I'm sitting here with my producer, and we got everyone in the boardroom back behind the glass, and we're all connected, right? We're watching the movie, and there's Lisa, and she's like, oh, yeah, I'm waiting for the guy from October 26th, and he's got some business problems, and this pops some good. I'm going to be like, Lisa, look over there. Look to the right. Someone's entering. They're entering the room. Now, you're in the movie, and you're watching yourself, and you're sitting there, la la la, on this beautiful couch in this beautiful lobby, waiting for Mr. October to pop in, all the way from wherever he lives in New York or wherever that is. And you're waiting for him to come, and I am sitting next to you on the couch in the movie, but on the outside of the movie, watching it, eating our popcorn. I'm going, Lisa, look to the right. There's a guy. I'm going to tell you there's another guy coming. But it doesn't mean we have to drop the other guy. It just means that just let it unfold. You're going to know when you know. I know what I know because I know that I know. And I feel like he cannot detach himself from drama. He creates his own problems, this guy that you're talking to. He's one big hot mess. But he cares the best he can. And I feel if he can fix something, there's something to be had with him, but I don't see a life partner. And that's straight up from Spirit. But I see on the right-hand side of my movie screen, I love popcorn. Don't you love popcorn? We are eating popcorn. And on our second glass of wine, I'm telling you, October 26th is looking kind of boring. And the guy coming in on the right is looking really good to me right now, okay? So I want you to be open to the possibilities. And I want you to say, you know what? The same way I've manifested my business, the same way I have manifested this experience of who I am and loving myself and encouraging people and helping them with food and fitness and promoting myself more outwardly and publicly like I am and really being a way shower and a difference in other people's lives, I'm going to do the same for me. And I would tell them to monitor what they eat and to take a good look at their day and to watch their attitude. And so, Lisa, I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine. Monitor your time with this guy. Monitor how much energy you put into the relationship. Monitor the balance of the relationship and be open to try something new to break the monotony, because we are at a plateau in the relationship. And if we're on a diet, we know, or a lifestyle change, let me correct my wording, and you're on a plateau, you need to do something different to jumpstart your life. Well, girl, could we please jumpstart? Because I'm almost out of popcorn and the movie's over. You understand me?
Yes, exactly.
All right. And it's coming. It's coming. Next 3 months are going to be instrumental in your making the choices that you want to make, my dear. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're
wow,
welcome.
You're amazing.
Thank you. And thank you for holding. I know you're on for a little bit, but thank you. Everything comes in the perfect time, my dear. And keep me posted.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Keep on doing a beautiful job. Thank you. Bye.
God bless you. Bye.
Bye.
We're going to go right back to the phone lines, 1-888-565-1470. I've got Violet on the line. Everything's coming up, Violet. Hello, Violet. How are you?
Hi, Sarah. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great, Violet. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Can I just, for 1 second, have a moment to say that whoever it was that donated a ticket for me to go on Saturday, that God bless them and that they're my personal hero right now. So whoever that was, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, that was wonderful. And yes, Violet called in a couple of weeks ago, and I know you really wanted to be at the Theo event. And so one of the radio listeners was kind enough to call me and say, I want Violet to attend the Sheila, Marcus, Gillette, and Theo event, and I'm going to buy her tickets. So thank you for honoring that person live on national radio. You know, what we've done here is we've created such a family of people helping people. We are expanding consciousness and raising vibration. And it doesn't mean, Violet, that you are in a state of lack. It just means that someone wants to make an experience a little easier for you so that you can benefit from it. And I'm honored to know both of you, honestly. I really am. I'm really grateful to have both of you in my circle.
And I'm really excited, but that's only, 75% of why I called. But the other part is that I have 2 job interviews tomorrow. All of a sudden, they're just kind of falling upon me, and I just don't know what to do with all of them. It's just so much at the same time. Actually, I take that back. There's 3 of them tomorrow.
Okay, great.
But one of them,
hold on,
in particular,
breathe. You need to breathe. You need to breathe. Get out of your head. I remember telling you, don't worry, it's coming. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Miss Sarah Spiritual was telling a story about we got not 1 job, we got 2 jobs, we got 3 jobs. This is what I want you to do, Violet. Show up. Show up with the intention that whatever is for the highest good with security and is going to provide for me and my son and my life experience, I'm going to know. And I'm going to be fully authentic. I am fully confident that I am a divine being and that I have the me inside of me, the I am the attractor of everything I desire. So the right job is going to be dropped in my lap, and I'm not really going to have to worry about demographics or technicalities, or that one's working from home and one's not. I'm going to trust that the job that comes, no matter what the demographics are, no matter what it entails, that it's going to be the perfect job for me, and I'm going to know exactly everything's in alignment when it happens. Did that just answer what was going on in your head?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
I think it's as close as an answer I'm going to get.
Exactly, because you got to show up and do the interview. I could be watching an entire horror movie in your head sometimes. Slow down, girl. Show up. Do the best you can. Put on your best dress. All right? And remember, I'm confident. I am a powerful, confident woman. And I am the attractor of the perfect opportunity for me. And I am a being of light. And nothing's stopping me. And it's going to be fine. And the first interview is a practice for the second, and the second interview is a practice for the third. And 3's a charm. Something's going to break. All right, my dear? And then the energy in Theo will just shake it up that you're going to know exactly what you're going to do next, because I'm going to see you on Saturday at the Palm Beach County Convention Center. And anyone who wants to join us, go to sarahspiritual.com. We still have a few more tickets left for our all-day event, Palm Beach County Convention Center. And thank you so much, Violet, for calling.
Thank you, sir. Have a beautiful evening.
You too. See you Saturday. Bye.
Bye.
I'm so excited. It's going to be such a great day. All right, I've got to pop on for a minute to Joey in Hollandale because he's been holding for a while, and then I've got to go to New York and Indiana. Chelsea, don't go away. Joey, you're on live with Sarah Spiritual. How are you tonight?
I'm pretty good, Sarah.
Great. Joey, what's your question, or how can I assist you, or what's your comment? Because we're going to keep this party moving tonight.
Okay, what's happening between me and God right now? What's going on? I don't know exactly where he and I are standing. I love the lemonade. I've been making lemonade. I understand the whole concept that it's perfect. I woke up a little angry today, and I was like, "What is going on with me?" But I just
so
have to lay low.
Happy you said
I'm going to honor it.
Okay, I'm so happy you said that, because Joey, you have to be the 18th person who's told me in the past 2 days that people have been angry, agitated, out of sorts, not on target with who they are, and just feeling the angst in the air. Trust that it's going to pass, all right? And you are right with God. You are on with God. God is moving. God is all powerful, and everything's in alignment. It's just that life is moving a little slow, and things are not happening as fast as you want it to. and it's going to move forward. And I also feel that people are being put in your path for a reason, for you to either bless them or move them forward. All right, my dear?
Yeah, because I've been going out to try, I say, hey, if I'm going to meet somebody, I would have put myself out there. I'm not going to do it sitting in my living room. Even I heard from God last time I heard, go out and sell your mojo. In other means, hand out your cards. That's the way he talks to me. We have a very good conversation.
You scared me. Wait a minute, Joey, because 1 minute I thought you were going out to find a date, and then you're going to sell your mojo. I got a little nervous there for a minute. Okay, thank God.
It's both things. Basically, I put myself out there because I know I'm due eventually for a relationship, but I heard literally the words, go out and sell your mojo, and I was shown my business cards, and go talk to people, because I do better with. I'm very social, outgoing, and I do better with people. Mm-hmm. I do great online too, but so I do. But lately, I've been feeling like I said, things feel like they're going slow. And I said, okay, well, maybe I should have an argument with God and see who's going down first.
No, don't argue with God, because in essence, you're arguing with yourself. But I'm glad you shared that with me, Joey.
That's the best part.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm going to keep it going because I have quite a few calls to get to tonight, but I did want to honor your call and your participation, and thank you for always supporting the show. Much love to you, my dear.
I always do.
Thank you. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. I've got to go to Indiana, and I got Chelsea on the phone. Chelsea, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight? Are we making some lemonade, honey? What's going on?
Oh, I really don't know. I've been feeling pretty heavy lately. Just a lot going on. Kind of trying to figure out where to put my focus and my energy.
Okay, first thing they bring into me is work and money. Work and money, work and money, work and money. We got to get a balance in work and money. And I feel like there's something you're trying to do next with work, and things are just kind of, I just feel like we're stuck. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, kind of.
And then I've got friendships or people around you, like we're not feeling connected to all the right people anymore. Like everything's just kind of out of sorts with you. Does this make sense? The people in your circle, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
People, they're family members, a lot of stress, that I need to get away from, but it's too close.
I need you to take a breath, and I want you to trust this. When you write down what it is you want to create next, and you disconnect yourself from people and personalities and their perspective, because I feel like you are absorbing all their fears and their angst and their negativity and their way of being and talking, and things are just out of sorts, all right?
Yes.
Just tap back into you, because you are a very intuitive being, and you are also a healer. And the healing energy around you, you kind of absorb everybody else's misalignments, and you're not kind of clearing your own energy. I want you to go outside. I want you to put your feet on the ground without shoes and ground yourself to earth. I want you to go, yes, I'm going to tell you to hug a tree. I want you to hug a tree, and I want you to breathe in the energy of the tree and push out everything that you've absorbed from everybody. Because I feel like everyone's trying to tell you what to do, how to do it, and then their lives aren't even set. And then you're trying to generate money and get yourself on track, and everyone's pulling you. And just when you take a step forward to create what you want, it's like they jump in front of you and they block you. This makes sense to you, yes, honey?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Ground yourself. Absolutely. Write it down. And when people start talking, there's that song, everybody's talking at me. I don't hear a word they're saying. That's your new mantra, honey. Let them what, like Charlie Brown. Just let them talk and say, I'm surrounded by the light. I shield myself in light. That which is not a part of who I am or my vibration, I just shield it and I allow it to drop off. It is not a part of my energy. And I say this to you and anyone who's surrounded by negative people or relationships that are toxic, and people who mean well that just can't get out of their own way, and they're just kind of mucking you up. I'm surrounded in the light. I shield myself and I release it. I feel like you feel trapped. You're not trapped. You feel trapped, and that you'd like to move and you'd like to be on your own. Does this make sense? But we can't quite be on our own yet. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to let that pass for now. We're going to trust that in the next 5 months, that vision is going to change. I know 5 months sounds like a long time, but you've got a lot on your plate, little one, and you've got to find your way first. So focus on you and just ignore the chatter, and you'll come up with a great idea. I also feel like you're really talented. Do you do something creative or artistry or something, please?
Well, I'm in the process of getting through nursing school.
Okay, but that's your career. But do you draw? Do you sketch? Or there's just all this creativity around you. I don't know. Are you doing arts and crafts on the side? What are you doing?
I do a little arts and crafts.
Okay.
I'm in the process of, decorating my house, and I do projects. I'll go to Goodwill and try to get something to paint, a little bit of a stress reliever there.
Okay, perfect. Continue that.
But maybe there's a lot of creativity and energy that I'm not exerting like I need to be, and I think that's
right, because you're stagnant.
A big part of it.
So let that flow through you. Lose yourself in the creativity. It's like when I write a song, it comes right through me. I can't stop it. Mm-hmm. And when I come out of it, it's like, it's better than any meditation I could ever go on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so just lose yourself in that therapy, be one with the glue gun, and just make it happen. And it's going to be a different way. Are we connected on Facebook? Are you friends with me on Facebook?
I'm not sure, but I will check with that as soon as we get off of here.
Okay, go to Sarah Spiritual Facebook page. Yes.
I heard you on the phone with, or on the radio with my grandma, and she listens to you all the time, and I believe she's called a few times, and so she texted me tonight, like, try calling between 7 and 9, and I was so excited. This was my first time calling.
Great. So we'll just write down 5 to 8 on WWNN 1470 AM. And who knows, maybe we'll be coming to a city near you one day. But in the meantime, my dear, I am on National iHeartRadio, so no matter where you are, you can hear me. And I greatly appreciate your calling, and thank your grandmother for spreading the word, honey. All right, see you on Facebook, Sarah Spiritual. All right, bye.
Thank you.
Bye. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. And those of you on Facebook, let me pull up a Facebook question real fast here, because then I'm going to go to New York, but I need to connect to Facebook for a minute. Renee Costello. Hello, I have some current concerns about my relationship, and one of you can give me some guidance. Oh, yes, current concerns. Let me tell you, Miss Renee, this relationship, I don't think he took his grow-up pill. That's what Spirit tells me. All right? He needs to he's got to put his priorities in order. And I'm feeling like you're not feeling like a priority. Just let this be for right now. You are really a strong person, and you know what you want, and you know how you're going to create it, Miss Renee. So Renee, just let the gentleman who's born on May 8th, just let him be for a little bit and get yourself on track with what you want to create. And if he is going to fill that space to be your equal vibrational match partner, it's going to all come together. But right now I'm feeling a little immaturity level with him, and I'm finding that that's frustrating, and I'm feeling like you're starting to parent him. Listen to me. Boys do not need a mommy when they already got one. You just love you and keep the party moving. And if he can't be mature enough for you, another person's coming. Relationship is not in a critical ending state. It's just that he is just not as mature as you need him to be. Free will is in play for you on this one, my dear. Thank you, Miss Renee. And we are going to go to New York. New York, that's a heck of a place to be. I'm feeling like I'm going to be loving New York in the weeks to come. And we've got Nadine on the line. Nadine, how are you?
How are you?
I'm doing great, Nadine. And is this your first time calling into the show?
No, I've spoken to you before.
Wonderful. Well, glad to be connecting with you. And you are in New York, so how can I assist you?
I was just wondering what a spirit has for future job endeavors and finances.
Okay. And I'm also going to address, Nadine, you are very intuitive or spiritual yourself, yes? You have an interest in metaphysical things, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And you feel that you have a strong intuition? Because I'm feeling like that is kind of leading you to redirect some of the ways that you make money. Like I feel like you're looking to kind of revamp yourself in career just a little bit because you're not feeling as fulfilled as you thought you would. Does that make sense in your current work profession?
Yes, it does.
All right. So what I'm seeing is we are looking for new job. Yes, we are looking for new job. I have job here. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I'm in the month of, I always have to tell myself where I am because the Lord knows. We're in the month of April, and I'm going to move you forward. April, May, June, July. I stop you in July. I feel like on or around the 4th of July, we're ready to make a change. For you, I think it's important for you to really look at, I don't want you to really plan your life, but I want you to make a 5-year plan. I want you to write down in 5 years, what would I love to have accomplished in my life? What would I like my financial outlook to be? And what will make me feel happy and fulfilled in the experience that is my job? Because I'm feeling like we're not thrilled to show up at work. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So write down, because we may need to take a step back and do something new in the 2019 year. Because in this particular year for you, you are in this a very spiritual year of your self-reflection. This is a year, this 2018 year, where Nadine goes inside and Nadine says, what's my purpose and why am I here on earth and what have I come to do and how can I fulfill my journey? And you're really being very reflective on a spiritual level. And this stabilizing of self and a slightly better work environment will allow you to make the right next choice for 2019, which will put you on track for this fulfilled living that I want you to journal about. What does it look like? What kind of clothes am I wearing? What am I going to do? Where am I going to be? What am I going to live? What car am I going to drive? Who's going to be with me in my circle? And what difference? What's the legacy? What am I going to make upon my life, of other people's lives as well? This is what's going to take you, this reflection, to where you ultimately will be, Nadine. New job opportunity coming to you by July, though, my dear, all right? I hope I've been of a service to you tonight.
Yes, you have. Thank you so much,
You're
Sarah.
welcome, honey. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
You know, I think the day is going to come where we're going to need a whole nother hour because we have a full board of people just waiting and the phones are ringing. And I thank you all for being a part of this experience. If I did not get to your call, go to sarahspiritual.com. Maybe we want to have a personal session, you and I. Maybe if you're local, you want to come to the Expedito Enlightenment Center and visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Not local to West Palm? That's okay. sarahspiritual.com. We transcend all boundaries of time and space. There's no division of state. We will connect via phone or Skype, and we can have a personal session. Visit my Sarah Spiritual Facebook page, like the page, follow the page, join the conversation, pop a question or comment in the messages, and let's stay connected, because next week, you can always call back 1-888-565-1470. We are spiritually speaking to all of you, and I am Sarah Spiritual, and I am grateful for this connection to everyone. If you're coming on Saturday, let me know you're coming, message me, and buy your ticket for our wonderful event at the Palm Beach County Convention Center with Theo, Sheila Gillette, and Marcus Gillette, and myself, Sarah Spiritual. Let's make a shift. All of us. Let's make that change in your life. Visit sarahspiritual.com. Buy your ticket for Saturday. Visit my website. We've got a class of spiritual cards and how to interpret them coming up on April 26th. And I would just love to be a part of sharing wisdom and teaching with all of you. Thank you all for following the show, being a part of us on Facebook and Periscope, Instagram, Snapchat, and I don't know anywhere else I am. We like to be all over the place with all of you. We are always connected, heart to heart. And know that there's a light inside of me. There's a light inside of you. And we are connected. And we are all going to transform this year because we're growing. And I hold the space for all of your success with much love. Thank you. Good night. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 5 until 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life. Listen and call in next week and let Spirit guide you.